Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Off-Road Hub. My name is Ken. Thank you so much for watching. Today is the day I start deconstructing my 2010 FJ Cruiser so that I can get started on my solid axle swap project for real. Thanks for joining me in my little garage here. I had a mishap last week, which is why I couldn't get a Thursday video out to you. We did that live stream and that was pretty fun. But I had my sewer line collapse, and that doesn't work very well when that happens. So anyways, I'm going to start deconstructing the FJ Cruiser, and to do a solid axle swap, you have to basically take everything off the bottom of the vehicle. Not just the suspension, but all the mounting points for the suspension, everything, even some cross members. It's pretty huge. So today I'm starting that process, and I need to get everything out of the FJ2 because there's going to be work inside as well. So here we go. Now, as I remove things from the FJ, I will go over some of them and tell you what I think about the things I'm taking off. Kind of like some mini reviews. This is my rear swing out bumper. It was fabricated by a guy named Eric. You will find him on Instagram at Utah Yoda. This high clearance bumper has been fantastic. Thank you, Eric. But and he's not making them for anybody right now, so sorry. But if you could get him to make you one, it's the best bumper out there. Milwaukee M18 chainsaw, get one, game changer on the trail. Now, having a refrigerator on the trail isn't really necessary for getting over obstacles and things like that. But I gotta tell you, having a refrigerator is a game changer just for quality of life on the trail. This is a Costway 55 quart that I got on Amazon. It's like 350 bucks and it's worked amazingly well. So yeah, Costway 55 quart, I highly recommend it. Inner and outer tie rods, 3 of each. Look at that, I had 3. You can never have too many. A 5-gallon bucket. There's so many uses for a 5-gallon bucket. In mine, I store a single burner Coleman propane stove, and it's worked like a champ. FJ Summit 2019 swag bag. Makes a great tool bag. Recovery straps. Again, you could never have too many. I think it's always a good idea to have a sleeping bag with you. When you go on the Rubicon Trail, the El Dorado County Parks and Trails Division provides you with an oil cleanup kit and disposable restrooms. So if you ever go on the Rubicon Trail, make sure you get your free oil cleanup and portable toilet. High lift jack, low lift jacks. In case you missed it before when I've talked about it, this is an all-in-one bottle jack stand. This is the Powerbuilt brand. I got this on Amazon. It was like 60 bucks. But for an all-in-one unit that's safe to use on the trail, I highly recommend one of these. Toiletry bag, jumper cables. You can never have too many bungee cords. A tool bag. I really like a tool bag because you can stuff it in different places if you don't have big built organizers in the back of your FJ. Something that a lot of people don't talk about carrying or carry are pry bars. These things can do a million different things and are super handy when you need one. All right, the next thing I have to do is remove these orange box fabrication panels on both sides, and then remove this plastic paneling on both sides, and of course get this carpet out of here, remove the plastic panel probably from the floor here, we'll see about that, and then remove the rear door, and then probably remove the rear bumper. So the reason I have to get these plastic panels off is that I'm going to have access to the body panels that are under those. So best just to get them off now. All right, I got this stripped out of here. No big deal there. So the reason I got to take out all this plastic is because the shock towers, the new shock towers, are actually going to protrude into this space. So I need to be able to cut into the wheel wells and whatever else I need to do. It just gives me really good access this way. It's probably a good time to change some taillights because it would be a lot easier now. Now, you wouldn't normally have to remove the rear door, I don't think, but given the space that I'm working in, I think removing the rear door is going to be the right choice. It's only 4 bolts and a plug, so that's not too big a deal. Alright, that door was pretty heavy. Maybe a little bit heavier than I expected even. Anyways, a lot better access now that that's out of the way. Next I'm going to take off these Warrior panels from Warrior Products. Unbolt these on both sides and then remove the rear bumper. There we go. This Allen head was a different size and I couldn't find a nice socket to fit it, so doing it the old-fashioned way. This one's a little twisted in there, so my little driver won't turn it. We'll have to apply some more force to it by hand. And that one's out. Now this one is tucked behind the swing out latch, so it's kind of hard to get to. I've got some remnants of trails past here. A collection of pine needles. Look at that. So if you're curious what those Warrior panels clip to, it's these plastic inserts, which are on a metal piece here that's bolted into the body. This one lost a bolt. This panel took some hits. So what's going to happen though is actually these are going to get cut back quite a bit, because I'll actually be cutting this back. So I'm not exactly sure how far I'll cut it back yet, but it'll be pretty far. There's some complication with the the fuel filler neck on this side that I'll have to figure out. So I get a lot of questions about my rear bumper. It's different than a stock one for sure. So normally there's a big frame cross member that comes across here, and then there is a plastic cover over that. So on my setup here, the frame cross member has been cut out, and then a new cross member was put in right there. So getting rid of that cross member shortens up the rear for a better departure angle. And then this bumper, I got a hitch on mine because, I don't know, seemed like a good idea. So it's got 4 bolts here, and then it's got 4 bolts on each frame end. So that is, that's how this bumper works. Oh yeah, and my tailpipe is pretty much done, I would say. There we go. All right, and here's a look at it with the bumper off. You can see the mounting point on that side there, and then in the middle here on the new cross member. So that's what it looks like without the rear bumper. All right, guys, well, now that I've got everything in the rear of the vehicle in terms of the interior taken care of, there's just one more interior thing I think I should have to do. I'm going to have to pull out this driver's seat and then the center console, and that'll come into play when it's time to install the Atlas transfer case, because there's a little bit of floor modification that needs to happen. So I need to get the seat and the plastic flooring and the center console out of the way. And I'd rather do that now before the vehicle is up higher in the air. All right, it looks like this plastic piece on the floor is one giant piece. And so I'd have to take out the entire interior to get just this black piece out. I'm gonna have to do some modification to the floor right here. So I'm gonna do one of those things that someone's gonna say, oh, you shouldn't have done that. That's horrible. I'm gonna cut the plastic right here and then just peel it back. It's under the seat. There's trim that goes over the edge. It'll not make any difference. That's what I'm gonna do. All right, so the plastic is out of the way. I didn't have to tear out the entire interior, and I'll be able to make the necessary modifications that I need to make to the floor. I know it's gonna bother somebody that I did that, but that's okay. All right, guys, I think I've got all the interior preparations done that I will need to do. I'm sure there are other things will come up, but I think I've got the bulk of it out of the way. There's just a ton of preparation that goes into preparing the vehicle for the solid axle swap. Lots of things have to come out. Now that I'm into it, there's definitely more interior things that needed to be done than I had previously visualized. But next time on Thursday, you'll get to see me take off all the suspension and all that kind of stuff, all the things underneath. Yeah, preparation, just tons of preparation for this project. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, give me a like and subscribe if you haven't already, so I can share new content with you every Monday and Thursday, and so you can follow this project through its completion. And we'll see you next time.